The annual Fanlight Festival was the brightest night in all of Luminara. Every year, thousands of fans gathered along the river to light glowing lantern sticks, each color representing their favorite K-pop group. Boats drifted across the water carrying floating light displays, while holographic fireworks painted the sky. For the first time ever, Rumi, Mira, and Zoey were headlining the final performance of the festival, and they couldn't have been more excited. "All these fans came for us?" Zoey whispered as she peeked from backstage. A sea of colorful lights shimmered like stars across the riverbank. Mira smiled. "We've worked hard for this. Let's give them a night to remember." But Rumi frowned. "Something's off. The lights, they're flickering wrong." She pointed to several fan lights in the crowd that pulsed with an eerie, unnatural glow, an oily shade of green that didn't match any official color. The glow spread like ripples, dimming nearby lights. Before they could investigate, the stage manager waved them forward. "You're on in 30 seconds. The girls exchanged uneasy glances but stepped onto the stage as music began to play. Fans erupted in cheers. The beat kicked in, neon lights swept across the river, and the girls launched into their opening song. At first, everything was perfect. Then the strange green light burst upward from the crowd like a geyser of smoke and shadows. The music glitched. The floating holograms above the water twisted into warped shapes. The temperature dropped fast enough for Zoey to see her breath. "What is that?" Mira shouted over the malfunctioning speakers. From the center of the unnatural glow emerged a towering figure made entirely of twisted fan lights. Hundreds of glowing sticks melded together like bones. Its face flickered like a broken screen. Every fan light it touched dimmed instantly. Rumi's voice dropped. "It's the Lantern Wraith, a demon that feeds on adoration and light." Zoey gulped. "Great, a monster made out of glow sticks." The wraith let out a screeching, static-filled roar as tendrils of dark light shot toward the stage. The girls leaped back just in time. The crowd panicked, but most couldn't see the creature clearly. They only saw lights flickering wildly. "We need to protect the fans," Mira yelled, gripping her glowing staff. "But without revealing the demon world," Rumi added. "We have to make it look like part of the show." Zoey grinned despite the chaos. "Easy, we're professionals." They sprang into action. Mira slammed her staff onto the stage, sending a wave of golden light through the floor. It disguised itself as a special effect as it pushed the wraith back. Zoey danced across the platform, hurling shimmering blue arcs that sliced through the creature's tendrils while blending perfectly with the beat of the music. Rumi took center stage and began to sing loud, powerful, and unwavering. Her voice shone like a beacon, causing nearby fan lights to brighten again. The corrupted ones hissed and recoiled, as if burned by her energy. But the wraith grew angrier. It absorbed more fan lights from across the river, swelling larger, towering over the entire festival. Waves splashed as boats rocked violently from the energy surge. Mira shouted, "It's feeding on the fans' excitement. The more emotion in the air, the stronger it gets." Rumi clenched her fist. "Then we have to change the emotion." Zoey blinked. "What, make everyone suddenly bored?" "No," Rumi said. "We give them hope instead of fear." She stepped toward the audience, raising her mic. "Everyone!" she shouted, her voice echoing across the river. "Hold your fan lights high. Even if they're flickering, lift them up. Shine them together. The crowd responded immediately. Fans lifted thousands of glowing sticks into the air. Even the frightened ones joined in. Blues, pinks, yellows, purples all began to pulse in sync with Rumi's voice. Mira and Zoey harmonized beside her, sending waves of energy across the stage. The synchronized fanlights created a huge field of brightness that pushed back against the wraith's darkness. The creature screeched, cracks spreading across its glowing body. "Now!" Rumi yelled. The girls joined hands, channeling all their strength into one final, blinding burst of song. The wave of sound and light rushed outward like a tidal wave of color. The Lantern Wraith shattered into hundreds of harmless sparks that drifted gently into the night sky like falling stars. Silence hung over the river for a moment, then the entire festival erupted in cheers. Fireworks exploded above them, bright and beautiful, as if celebrating their victory. Zoey flopped backward on the stage. "I think we just saved a festival using karaoke powers." Mira laughed breathlessly. "That's not exactly wrong." Rumi looked out at the glowing crowd, every fanlight shining brightly now. "As long as we protect them," she said softly, "their lights will never go out." The festival continued without fear. Music filled the air again. The girls took a final bow this time, not as idols, not as hunters, but as heroes hidden in neon and song.